everyone, and welcome back to Up Next. My name is Carrie. I'm joined, as per usual, by Kalen, my beautiful and talented co-host. Was that a little toot at the beginning there?
I don't know.
Were you trying to do a little...
I don't know why I crossed my arms like that. I love my instincts.
Wow, that's amazing.
I'm just that cool.
You always gotta follow your intuition, and that's what makes you cool most of all.
It's very important.
Wow. Well, we're back with another week of music. You know, the year's coming to a close, and music just keeps coming out. Can you get us started today?
Absolutely.
Can you get us started today and tell us about your first album?
Absolutely, yes. The first album I'm going to talk about is About the Elephant by Firebug Invasion. It caught my attention because I couldn't find almost anything about the artist, pretty much. They have a YouTube channel. This might also be on like some limited streaming services, but I couldn't even find a Bandcamp page. Couldn't find any socials outside of YouTube, I guess, but I don't. Anyway, this is their second release of the year too, so they put something out earlier in I think March that we missed covering. But I really loved this record. It is like really noisy psychedelia. It is very off kilter and kind of twisted and dark. There's a lot of weird reverse delay happening here.
Yeah, and that stuff always kind of perks your ear up. You're like, that doesn't sound quite right. Yeah.
Yeah, some like weird disharmony, but mixed in with enough melody too, so that it does kind of slip past you at first. But it's a really strange little release. It is that kind of like after the afters. It's long time to go home, kind of a
nothing good happens at 2 a.m.
at 3 a.m. even. That's the opening. I think the opening track is literally called 3 a.m. again.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it is kind of trying to capture that essence, I think.
Delirium and exhaustion.
Pretty much, yes. Yeah, sleep deprivation.
Damn.
Yeah.
Take a little nap. But this album was beautiful.
It was beautiful and noisy too.
Yeah.
I liked all the grit and grime in there. It's not all totally shimmery,
not at all
pretty soundscapes. Yeah, I loved the vocals here too, kind of like that vocal fry and multi-layered to add a lot of depth and dimension to them. Great stuff. Love the mixing here, and really catchy too. Mm-hmm. Even though it does take this more experimental approach to this genre, it still relies on memorable hooks. And I didn't really catch a lot of lyrics, but I think you could sing along to it if you really wanted to.
Yeah, we were listening to it like, I wonder what they're saying. But that's the way. That's the way it is.
I don't even know who they are.
Make your own lyrics.
Hell yeah.
Simlish, anybody? Comment below if you speak Simlish.
Even some of that, I was like, was this English? I was like, yeah, I think so. I don't really know.
It's more about vibes.
It's a very vibes-based album. And the vibe is that it was good, and I liked it.
I love that. Well, my first album is not in English, which is my only language, so I also had to kind of get some of the vibes. But don't worry, I translated some vibes for you guys to enjoy.
You speak a little bit of Swedish. That doesn't really help you in this case, though.
Hallå. You know, I had like a little Spanish in high school.
Okay. Do you want to test it out here?
I don't know. Yeah, I will. Sorry. I was really weird about that. Yeah, continuing our trend of like really good alternative and like noisy rock from Chile, Argentina, like sort of drawing north through Central America and stuff, is Hay algo sobre, del reflejo, del cielo en el pavimento mojado, que no me deja pensar en algo que no seas tú. Which means, it's by Tori Inu, and it means there's something about the reflection of the sky on the wet pavement that keeps me from thinking about anything but you.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Formal you. Two.
Informal you.
Isn't two formal?
Two's informal.
Oh, well, see, that's how much I know.
There you go.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is really beautiful. A tag that they use I really enjoy, but I haven't seen very often, is rural emo. I wouldn't mind seeing more of that. I think of bands like Motocross, for instance, earlier this year, who are combining sort of emo, Midwest emo, as well as some folk country and Americana. And so they kind of do something similar here. A lot of acoustic guitar going on. At the same time, it's like those really mathy chords, like elements of jazz incorporated into it. But yeah, in that sort of almost folk element too that makes it rural emo, and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, I love how expressive these vocals are as well. I feel like that also helps like convey the message and the feeling.
Yes.
Even if you don't necessarily speak the language. I feel like this shows a lot for vulnerability to it.
Yeah, and I feel like these genres have a lot of like emotional crossover too. Like the music does a lot of the lifting as well, for getting like the emotion of the album. So,
and especially this genre too is especially good at taking those like big emotive swells musically, these crescendos, and just kind of leaning more into a breakdown.
Yeah, smack you in the face with them. Yes. And I think that's maybe why this genre is having a moment across language and geography right now. Yeah, it's really cool. I'm excited by it. Tell me about your second album.
I love that. My second album does a good job of conveying emotion without any language at all.
Wow.
Talk about Memoir of a Dead Fairy by My Endless Life. This is kind of a drony slowcore approach to the DSBM sound, very much like a bedroom, like raw production style.
Slowcore is like it's a little thing that's growing into every genre.
Yeah.
And it's reached DSBM. But it's kind of fun. It's cool.
And I feel like this kind of toes the line between drone and slowcore. It's like once you're getting this slow, this stretched out with it, really these long suspended chords and a lot of minimalism, a lot of just really like hazy noise in between tones.
Yeah, you know? The lines start to blur, and that's my favorite because I mean, a lot of these genres are very, very similar. The people are like they're different. Like, I don't know. So you know, drone can toe into ambient, can toe into slowcore, and all of these things.
And
so
this is
really cool.
Yeah, very ambient in some of its approach to. And quite shimmery and ethereal. I think that the sort of dead fairy motif is pretty evident here. And also in the artist's other work, too. This seems like kind of a common theme of the...
Oh, that's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. That means they stop believing in her, the fairy.
The fairy. Oh my god. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
I think of it more as like the fairy itself, like the loss of innocence. I don't know.
Wow.
But I see what you mean. The lack of belief too.
Yeah.
Very much the classic like Tinkerbell story.
Well, yeah, just hopelessness, despair, whatever it means. Yeah. That's great.
But there's also like the memoir specifically, there is a sense of mourning for what was lost too. I think it's really, really sweet and beautiful. Poignant. Pretty approach to some sad music. There are a few vocals on this album too. I think there's some guest vocals, but the majority of it is just instrumental, introspective DSBM.
Wow.
Nice for we had our first snow over the weekend, and I listened to this while walking in the snow. And it really, really got in my feelings about it.
Oh, that's so sweet, Kalen.
Do you have a second album?
I do. What if I said no?
No,
crazy.
just the one.
Yeah.
No, but you have a third album.
Ooh. I'm like, no, I want to take a break, actually. You tell me about a different one. No. My second album today is Aftermath by Twofold. This is really cool deconstructed club. They are intentionally combining Black dance practices across the US, UK, and Africa. I believe this artist is based in Atlanta, but has this like cross-cultural approach. But there's also like some video game soundtrack type flourishes. So alongside super dense, super percussive, I don't want to say the wrong genre tag. You almost want to call it body music. I just call it that when I want to get to boogieing.
Yeah, I feel that.
But really, really cool. And then just some of those like little beeps, zips, chiptune type things for flourish. And I find that it's like really fitting with the more percussive stuff, and it's just some really fun dance tracks that are a little more unique, kind of go somewhere, tell a little bit more of a story than like a straightforward techno album.
And I love how highly textured this is too. I feel like those
super
extra
dense
electronic elements really take it more like to a dance floor type of space.
And I find deconstructed club in general is going to be a little more nuanced production wise, maybe. I don't know.
The sound design on this, they really want you to hear like the full drum since it is so percussive.
And all the little pieces. Yeah. I love that. I love picking it apart. Yeah. Really fun.
Great stuff.
I don't know if Michael will write about it. I think it's instrumental as well. So sometimes dance is hard. We'll see.
I don't know. Stuff like this that has a lot of context behind it, too. Yeah. I find it easier to write about.
Yeah. And it's like doing a few things conceptually as well. Like you can sort of draw a story from that, too. Hell yeah. Do you have one more album? Are you on your final album?
I do. I only have one record left, and I'm really excited to talk about it. I'm going to be talking about Days Move Slow by Monotonne. Monotonne?
I think I would say monotone because, as, again, American pronunciation, the pastry I would say panettone, but I think some people might call it a panettone, in which case it would be monotone, which is a little silly.
We're just gonna
sound off in the comments.
We're just gonna stick with monotone for the duration of this video.
Monotonne?
We're gonna ton. Okay. So this record is kind of a throwback to a 90s trip hop sound.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
Takes it even further back by pulling some influence from sort of 60s like Soviet era pop and jazz and lounge sounds, some more like soulful takes on the trip hop type of genre.
Yeah, and I find it is trip hop, but they do these slightly more modern production choices that don't totally bring you back. And another thing I found listening to it is trip hop is one of those genres, almost like hyperpop, where once you sort of get the idea of what it's about, the gimmick or whatever, it can be hard to like break out and sound really different doing it. And I found this kind of did it. Like it really piqued my attention and it made me want to listen to more of it. So
yes, I think by pulling from this like really specific era and region, this artist is from Ukraine, by the way. I feel like that adds extra context to like why they're picking these sounds. And in addition, they also use a lot of like modular synth here, so that's where you're hearing some of those more modern types of sounds on the record too. So I feel like they did a great job of kind of blending together these three different things into one yummy soup of trip hop that I'm slurping down.
I love that.
I don't like that. Can I say that again? Can I?
I think it works. Let's roll with it.
Let's keep it going. That's good. That's good.
That's good.
Do you have a last album?
I do, and this artist is also from the Ukraine.
We didn't even plan that.
I know, yeah. Okay, it's so funny how our albums sometimes sort of relate and overlap a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah, week to week. My final pick of the week is Koliada by Zgarda. This is some really cozy and kind of festive. I'm assuming it's made for the winter season. I don't know if it's Christmas specifically. I think it's just Ukrainian folk broadly.
Okay, yeah.
Perhaps. But you get sort of a festive vibe. There's some delicate strings. There's some really pretty harmonies. The language uses like one that often has a lot of consonants like right next to each other. It can sometimes be a little clunky, especially in stuff like pop music, but I think this folk context was kind of new for me, and with the harmonies and the instrumentation and everything, I thought it just all sounded very pretty together. Like it really worked.
That's beautiful.
And it just, I want to put it on and drink some cider or something.
I love a regional holiday tradition too.
Yes, yeah, Ukrainian folk.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, kind of wintry vibes.
A great alternative to your like mainstream Christmas pop music or whatever. If you don't want to listen to All I Want for Christmas Is You for the 100 millionth time, which is wrong, by the way. That's a great song, and I will defend it. I'm sorry I picked it as an example. If you don't want to listen to like Jingle Bell Rock for the 200 millionth time,
I don't know about Jingle Bell Rock.
Don't know about Jingle Bell Rock. Yeah, we can dislike Jingle Bell Rock.
I've had a couple picks. This
is a great alternative.
I've had a couple picks these past few next episodes that are good for like winter.
Yeah,
gotta make a wintry playlist.
Ooh, maybe a little winter playlist. We did the playlist last week. I'm so glad that turned out well, and I think it got good reception. Hopefully people liked it, saw it, acknowledged it. I don't know.
Yeah,
you've been asking for it. It was really hard to make, by the way. Just it shouldn't have been that hard. I feel like it should have been a very easy and straightforward task, but I wanted to find a platform. I mean, I don't have to get into all of it. We don't have to talk about this, but we're done talking about unless you have more to.
Not really, but this is kind of boring.
That's fine.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We can cut all this.
We
don't have to have a business meeting.
Yeah, like the playlist. It's more like the wintry stuff. I love our secular, broadly festive picks that we're doing. And yeah, thanks for figuring out the playlist thing. I don't know whether to bring it up again or not.
Oh my god. Well, we don't have to talk about the whole playlist, but I hope people are enjoying it. I hope that it works out, and if anyone has any recommendations for a different platform or whatever, let me know. I guess I don't have to say a different platform. I just picked whatever the first one that seemed to work.
Anything that isn't Spotify, but also where we can still find all the music, which is hard and almost never the case. You can't find all of it in one place.
That has been the main issue that I ran into. It's like, well, not everything. First of all, we don't want to use Spotify for everything, and then we also...
Not everything is on Spotify. Not everything is on Bandcamp.
Not everything is on YouTube.
Not everything is on Apple Music. Not everything is on YouTube. We're figuring it out. We're going to end up attaching a PDF in the description with links to all of the albums separately.
We're doing piracy, kind of. You can't do that either. I don't know.
Not necessarily. Not downloads.
Not a download. Yeah, I guess that's
links
different.
To where you listen to them.
I can just start linking the Bandcamp pages or whatever. It's not a playlist. That's the problem. Now we're talking about the playlist again. You don't want to talk about the playlist.
I just wasn't. What are we gonna do?
That's okay. Carrie, what are you looking forward to this week?
I have a volleyball game in like 45 minutes.
Oh my god, you gotta go.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. Otherwise, friend of the pod, Riley's coming in town.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
We're seeing Primitive Man at Underground Arts on Wednesday. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think that's pretty much it, and then a few more things, and then it's Christmas. Probably maybe no up next week. I don't know. We'll see. We'll put a pin in that.
We're gonna put a pin in whether there's up next week. We'll report back. What are you excited about?
The show on Wednesday. I think that counts. I love that. That's my thing.
I think it counts. Oh, I think I'm finally going to go to the Philadelphia Zoo soon as well.
Ooh, very exciting.
We'll report back. I love a good zoo. And if the zoo sucks, you will not be hearing from me about it.
You'll have to take some pictures.
Okay.
I love that. Thanks, everyone.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Thanks, everyone. Hope you are staying warm if it's cold.
Ooh.
And if it's summer where you are, I hope you are not staying warm. Unless you want to.
Okay. Thanks,
all right,
everyone.
bye.
Bye.